Hi cigars and whiskey mates, and welcome to my channel. For those of you who have been watching and following the videos I've been posting, know that I've been traveling basically through mid-April to different countries in Europe and also been to India. I did a wrap-up video in the Czech Republic about the cigars and what I was able to find, and I'll follow up with a couple of more videos as well around the best shops to buy cigars in Amsterdam and in the Czech Republic, in Prague mainly, that are going to come out later. But in this video, I want to focus about the whiskeys that I was able to find. Again, for those who weren't following the channel, I've been to multiple duty-frees and I've been to multiple countries as well. So basically, Heathrow Airport, duty-free, Amsterdam, Prague, India, duty-free. So I've been through multiple, and I've been looking mainly for cigars and whiskeys. So during my trip to India, unfortunately, I wasn't able to explore much on the whiskey side. Of course, the cigars were hard to find, so I wasn't able to get any cigars either in the duty-free shop or in Bangalore where I was. But from the whiskey side, it's a funny story. So basically, when I arrived in India, I had a couple of days, that I explored some of the bars and, was able to try some different things. And then I was leaving on Friday, early morning, and Friday was an election day in India, or in the state where I was visiting in Bangalore mainly. So what they did is that the government announced like dry days. So they announced that there is no alcohol that can be served anywhere or in the state. Well, I'm not sure if it was in the country or not, but at least in the state where I was. So actually, like, bars weren't offering any alcohol, stores weren't offering any alcohol. So I decided, okay, fine, I'll just gonna go pick up some bottles on my way back in the duty free. But unfortunately, also in the duty free, as I was leaving, all the liquor areas were kind of shut off and had like people standing there not allowing anybody to go in. So although I had some bottles that I was planning to buy, like some of their Amrut whiskeys, also the Indri whiskey, which I was kind of introduced to. I didn't know anything about it, to be honest, but when I was staying at Aloft in Bangalore, Outer Ring, and they had a bar there, it's called WXYZ bar, and shout out to the wonderful bartender there, VK. So if you're watching this video, thanks man for your service. So it was great service at the bar, and he recommended the Indri to me, and I never heard of it before. But unfortunately, I wasn't buying it, or the funny thing, I wasn't able to buy it or try it in India. I was able to get it after I came back from the US. So I'm gonna be trying it in a couple of weeks and sharing my view on it. It actually won the 2024 Whiskey of the Year. So looking forward to trying that one out. So jumping right in to what I was able to purchase or find during my trip. So first, in Heathrow Airport, I was able to get the Glenmorangie Signet. So I'm sure, no need to introduce this one. So this is one of my favorites. Was actually recommended to me about a couple of years, 3 years ago, by a friend of mine, Amir. Thanks for the recommendation. Great bottle, one of the, I always must have it in my bar. So I ran out, a couple of months ago, I ran out and I was planning on getting one, but I noticed that the prices in the US went really up on the Signets. So I was able to get it on an offer in Heathrow Airport. So if you're interested in knowing the price, if you have travel anytime or traveling anytime soon outside of the US, want to know the pricing, in the different duty-free shops, let me know, and I can in the comments, and I can let you know on the price of this one. So this was the first one. Second, also in Heathrow Airport, I got the Glenlivet triple cask matured. It's a white oak reserve. So this is not sold in the US, but I either order it online, or whenever I'm traveling, I get one. So this is very nice bottle. It's sweet and have a velvety texture. So as it states on the bottle here. So one of my favorites. Glenlivet was everywhere. So in LAX, Heathrow, India, Europe. So everywhere you find Glenlivet. There is no lack of it. The interesting thing is what I didn't see a lot in the different airports I've been in is the Suntory. So Japanese whiskey was there is a shortage, I guess, in wherever I go. So I think in all the duty frees, if you're lucky, you will find Hibiki there, but Yamazaki, Hakushu, Cheetah even, no, there is none. So even the cheaper ones, like the Distiller's Reserve, you can't find them in the duty-frees anymore. Again, as I mentioned, you might find some Hibiki, but that's it. So moving on to the next bottle that I also got from Heathrow Airport. So this is the Loch Lomond 2009. This is a cask strength, so it's a 58.7 ABV and 13 years old. That's one of 258 bottles. I'll clarify that because I don't have my glasses on. So this one I also was able to get from Heathrow Airport. This one I got actually from Amsterdam. So this is the ultimate Glendullan 2009. It's a 46% single malt, and so this is a Speyside. And I think when I read about it, it says that this is kind of the equivalent, or this is what's sold in the US as the Singleton. So I'm not 100% sure, but it's a natural color, non-chill filtered. So this one I got from a local liquor store in Amsterdam. And then also from Heathrow, I got the Tomaten 21-year-old. So I like the Tomaten 18, the 12 is nice, but I found the 21 at a really good price. This is a travel exclusive, so I had to buy it. So this is also from Heathrow. And then I also got, so as you can see, the bottles are going to get smaller as I was running out of space. But this is the Millstone single malt. So this one is a Dutch single malt whiskey, and it's a 46% Oloroso sherry. So I'm going to have a transit again in Amsterdam soon in July when I'm traveling to France. So I said, if I like, I'll try this one. That's why I got the small bottle. If I like it, then I'll pick up a 1 liter or something on my next trip. So we'll see how that turns out. And then last one I got on my trip was also from Amsterdam. So this is the Jenever. I think this is kind of the equivalent of their gin. This is a 5-year-old, so yet to try it, see how it tastes. I'm not a fan of gin, so this is a non-whiskey, sorry, but it was something also I got. So as I mentioned earlier in the video, I was able to get the Indri single malt Indian whiskey after I came back. So when I came back to the US, I ordered it online, and this is the bottle. So this is a cask strength. It's called Drew single malt, and it's bottle here. So as I said, this is the winner of the 2024 Whiskey of the Year, I think. I'll clarify that on the video. So this is a 57.2 ABV, 114.4 proof. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to try it in India, but I'll try it here and I'll do a review for it later on. So basically that's it. This is all I was able to bring with me on this trip. Again, if you have any questions about any of these, or want to know the pricing, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.